What's going on, everybody? Avarola family. This is your boy, Mr. Avarola himself, and we're back at it with day 3 of the challenge. And if you haven't been on the channel yet and you don't know what challenge I'm talking about, we're talking about day 3 of day 30, 100 push-ups. That's right, you heard it here. 100 push-ups a night or 100 push-ups a day, however you may break this down. Now, for the sake of this video and doing it with y'all, I'm doing all 100 within a video. No matter how long it may take me to get there, I'm doing 100 in the video. Now, if you decide to break these up during the day, do 25 in the morning, evening, nighttime, finish it off with 50 before you hop in the shower, fantastic. Get that good pump in. Make sure you feel it. But on this channel right now, we're about to do another 100. This time, we're starting with decline. Now, if you saw yesterday's video, I tried a couple decline after doing some incline off of doing some incline, and then I went down in decline and tried to do some. Only able to get like 2 of those, and solidly felt like I did those properly. Now, moving on to today, we're going into decline, starting the chest off, because remember what we talked about. We started with flat, ended in incline, started with incline, ended in decline. Unfortunately, we did not end in decline. We ended in incline on the last video. I do apologize for that. That is my fault. The reason for the finish on incline instead of decline is because I did not have enough strength in order to finish off the decline in proper form. So I do apologize for that, and we'll continue moving forward. I am a big believer in good form over struggled form any day. So today we will be starting it off with decline, and we will be ending it in flat. Day 4, we will start it on flat and end it on incline. The reason that we are switching off on these is so that we get an even build through the chest, and we're constantly moving the rotation of the muscles, because what we do not want is we do not want to get stuck on one plane of motion. We do not want to get stuck on this part of the chest. Also, when we are doing the push-ups, I also encourage that your grips and your widths in which you do your push-ups, you utilize this and change this up in order to get different muscle tears and different muscle fibers throughout your chest working through this exercises as well. 30 days, there's a lot of muscles in your chest that you can work in the next 30 days within doing this challenge. But if you just focus on one area, you're going to tire it out. It's going to become hard. You're not going to see the results because the muscle is going to be fatigued. So let's make sure we're rotating these muscles during this 30 days. Most of what I expect to see for myself is, yes, I will see a little more gain, but where I still have some fat here, I'm expecting this next 30 days to slim all this off, have a tighter chest, more rounded out, and that's my goal here. So that's what we're striving for. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get into the warm-up. Make sure you have a chair, a raised area today for the decline portion of this. And you know what it is. We're just going to start off. You know how I like to start it off. We're going to work the hips around and around. Hope everybody's having a good day, a good night. Oh yeah. You know me, I talk the importance of hip rotation. Staying mobile through the hips is super important. Let's just go a little more with your legs apart here, and then we're just gonna give it the tuck.
And pretty much what we're going to do is we're going to just let this hip drop in. Now, if you got bad hips, or if your doctor has not advised you to do anything with your hips like this, I advise you not to as well. But we're just going to slightly bend over just like this. We're not twisting the back, we're keeping the back straight. I just want to keep this, we're keeping everything here, our core, everything straight. All we're doing is collapsing the hip. So when you come back up, we're straight, but we're just collapsing the hip. Bring it back up, collapse the hip on the other side. And this is not an exaggerated movement at all. This is just to help warm up the hips. Then same in front. Remember here, tuck it, side view, tuck. When you come up, you breathe. When you go down, you breathe out. Remember, it's always important to keep your core tight through these exercises. I challenge myself in keeping my core tight on breathing down and keeping it tight when I'm breathing up as well. So what I mean is, a lot of people, when they tell you, like, when you breathe out, when you breathe in, you'll see a lot of people go, really stretch that out. For myself personally, what I tend to try to do for myself is I get my breath in, right? But when I come up, and remember what I've been teaching as well. Make sure you are squeezing your sphincter hole, your butt cheeks. Make sure you are squeezing, physically squeezing your cheeks. And your all right here is when you're doing this exercise, you should be squeezing and feeling it all here, all up underneath here. This, men and women alike, you should be feeling it there. If you're not feeling it there, that means your muscles are not properly developed there yet, and that is okay because we will get there. Men with ED, most of the reason why you have ED, and from research that I've done, is because of weak muscles down there. We're going to train those muscles to become strong again. I'm going to show you how. So, you want to focus on squeezing the cheeks, squeezing the abs, all at the same time. And you're going what I'm doing here, y'all, is I'm keeping my hands anatomically my back straight, my abs strong, and my hands anatomically straight, and I'm flexing them out, and I'm stretching the muscles in my forearms, my biceps, my triceps, and my shoulders. Now, what I want to make aware is in anatomy, when you look in an anatomy book, the atomically correct position for a individual's muscle skeletal group and the way everything runs together is like this. This is how everything runs together. Now, what I want to make aware to everybody is as humans, we tend to do a lot of our work like this. So what that automatically does is put our hands in a position of unnatural and anatomic position, which is causing muscles to be weak and sore in the correct position. Now, what I would like to challenge most individuals, and this is what I do, is I put a weighted blanket over and under me, and then I slide my hands like this. Now, what I've noticed in the time of doing this, and we're going to continue this, in the time that I've been doing this, is throughout the first few nights, I was like, wow, I was waking up 2-3 hours in, shoulders were on fire. And I was like, wow, why is this hurting so bad? But I continued with it, and through the tracking of my progress, what I had found out, and through my studies of the anatomy, is my shoulders were naturally turned over top of each other, so everything was collapsed into each other, and that's why my front deltoid here was so tight, and it hurt all the time, and that's why I had so much weakness in my posterior deltoids, because my arm was always rotated forward, kind of like when your shoulders are collapsed forward. It's like your shoulder internally is rotated forward. You might not be able to notice it like this, but internally it's rotated in, and you might not even notice it because of the slightest thing. So what I was finding out, instead of my arms being like this, I was finding out my arms were naturally more like this, rotating my shoulder in, causing all this extra tension. So if you see, I want you all to see the difference here. So if I relax this arm, right, in the regular anatomic position, muscle is good. But as soon as I rotate it over, where we usually keep our hand, you see how it tightens? It creates that tension. And what are we doing when we cause tension? We're causing sacromeres to contract, shorten, and cause muscle tearage. And that's why when you're always like this, your shoulders get weak, your hands get tired, carpal tunnel syndrome sets in. So start sleeping like this with a weighted blanket, tuck your hands like this. I will say take a couple weeks, maybe a month to get shoulders used to it, but I will say the benefits in the end are absolutely hands down by far the best I have ever had in my life. If you guys want a video on what I'm talking about, just leave it in the comments below and I will show you a video of how I do what I do and how I kind of sleep at night in order to help make sure. Even if you do this for a few moments at a time, just to stretch your shoulders this way, you can achieve it with dumbbells under your hands, same thing. But if you're looking for that long stretch, which I will tell you, that's what it's going to take to bust your shoulders out of that weird, unique positioning that we placed them in. It's going to take hours upon hours of practice, and I will say sleeping while doing it is the best way. Once you get used to it, once you get used to how it feels when you start sleeping, you don't even realize, and everything feels great. You'll start waking up with better posture, your shoulders will feel better, your hands will start to feel better, your elbows will start to feel better. By far, amazing. Alright, y'all. So, here we go. It's warming up. Ooh. I know a lot of us are probably going, dang, my chest is tight from yesterday. You're right. My chest is tight from yesterday.
Now, most of you are like, oh man, yeah, are we getting into the push-ups? Nope.
Remember, we got one more exercise that we need to do to make sure these shoulders are ready. Shoulder rotations, baby. You know what we're talking about. We're going to get to them, and today we're going to hit them a little extra harder. We're going to make sure these shoulders are warm because it is day 3. And one of the things that we want to maximize as we continue our time is the time that we're able to hold our certain exercises as well, like our shoulder rotations, because we want to be able to build stability in those shoulders as well over this next time. So I always say that this is a nice low impact, good for your shoulders, and it's just good for your upper body to keep everything in shape as well. So remember, arms out. Allow me to scoot this over real quick. Arms out. We're going palms up, baby. Palms up. High five. Ready? Here we go. Here we go. And we're going forward first. Remember, make sure your feet are pointed straight, not cockeyed like this, pointed straight. Remember, we're trying to keep the hips straight. We're trying to keep everything pointed in a single file line. Lock in your abs. You know how it goes. You know how it goes. Straighten it out. Here we are. And rotate forward. Now remember, this rotation is not exaggerating your frontal plane. And what your frontal plane is if you cut yourself in half like this, you have a anterior and posterior side. So you're not breaking the frontal plane by an exaggerated amount. What I'm saying is, here's your frontal plane, you're cut in half, you're not coming way out here, you're just chest, maybe chest right there, bam, chest, and then you're bringing it back, chest, bringing it back. So that should be your rotation. I'm gonna take it nice and slow. If you've never done this exercise before, I want you to take it nice and slow. I want you to find your comfortable rotation. Where is your rotation at? Are you an expert? Do you have full rotation of your shoulders? Or are you just working into it right now? Coming off shoulder surgery, take this nice and slow. Take it light. Do not hurt yourself. And I also suggest always discuss exercises or new fitness programs with your doctors before doing them. Relax, relax, relax. We're not trying to burn them out here. But I bet you feel it in your chest already. I know I do. Feeling it here already. Already feel the activation of the chest prior to the exercise. That's what you want to feel. You want to feel everything ready to go. Before you even hit the exercise, you want to make sure that these feel ready to go. When your muscles are activated, then that means they're going to pump when you need them to pump. It's like an athlete getting ready to run. When you see them stretching, high knees, getting ready to go, they're activating those muscles before they need to be activated so they're ready for the action. And that's what we're doing. We're getting our muscles ready for the action before the action even takes place. Palms down, baby. You know the routine. Toes pointed forward. Flex those abs. Rotate back. Now it's important here to not focus on the pain. During any time of this, the pain is nothing but literally a mere second of what the result will lead to. 1 second of pain is 1 second of success. And you know what's funny? Is that 1 second of pain and 1 second of success all happen in the same second. So every rotation you do is a successful one. Every push-up you do is a successful one. Every step you take is a successful one. Every good thought you have about doing something good in your life is a successful one. Being successful is not about cash or monetary value. Being successful is about the love of who you are inside and how you let that love affect the environment around you. Yeah, I don't know about y'all, but my shoulders are feeling really, really good. You know, one of the biggest areas I've been working on for myself is my lats here. So I'm excited to see what the lats turn out to come during this challenge. All right, y'all. If you feel ready, I feel tremendous, and here we are. I want to give you guys one more little secret that I enjoy doing anytime I'm super sore or before I'm getting ready to do an exercise. Is I'll take this and I'll just go like this. Start at the sternum, work your way out. And the reason I say use the same hand on the same chest here is one, it's going to force your body to open up that chest. It's going to force your body to open the chest up. And if you can successfully come through and pull from your sternum out to your connection points, tuck your arms underneath your armpits like this, your chest is warm, it's ready, it's activated. And if you're not there yet, that's okay. Go back through, do some more warm up till you feel comfortable, till you know that your chest is ready. This is not a race about who finishes first, because I guarantee some of you have already started doing the 100 on me. And that's okay, because I'm proud of you for getting it to it. All right, y'all. We got our pad of paper here. Today, we start with decline. I will be completely honest with y'all. Decline is not my strongest suit, but I know I will conquer it. Our warm-up today was 26 minutes, 13 seconds. I'm going to put 14, we'll just round it up. Here we are. Whew. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. All right. That is what I could do with good form. All right. Make sure you take down your max, y'all. I don't care what your max is. I don't care if it was 1. I don't care if you did 1. Take it down. I did 11. This is a journey we take together. Now, a lot of you are probably going to notice my chair rocks. The reason for this, for myself personally, is because I always want to make sure that my core is shifting up, down, side, side, constantly in motion during the exercise. That way I'm constantly working the small twitch fibers. Constantly. That way my core gets stronger. You can already tell after, if you go back and look at the video when we're stretching versus the first set of push-ups here. I'm not going to say I don't have fat people. I do. I do. I'm human. Just like you. We doing this together. Let's get it one more time. Come on. I don't care how many it is. We're back to it.
Grab yourself a drink of water. Always make sure you have one of these on hand. Oh, and if anybody wonders what I like to drink on the side, yo, Lipton tea, no sugar, no nothing, just straight Lipton. Love it. Oh. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, and I just want to say if your chest is relaxing, right? Just stay moving. You don't have to move your arms. You can just let your arms dangle. Just stay moving. Move your legs. Do some kicks. Dun, 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 dun. All right, the reason why I say do that is because you want to keep the body in motion even during time of rest during this. So now that this is rested a little bit, let's get back to it. 3, 4 more, bam. 3, 4 more, bam. 3 and 4 more, bam. Till we meet our goal. Who cares how long it takes? It's only about making it. Oh. Also, for most of you, sometimes on the side, keep an apple, something like that. The refreshing bite of fruit helps with the exercise as you continue to do it. It helps. So just make sure that you keep a little bit of fruit on the side. Make sure you chew it. And then we're back to it. During the time of rest, when we're taking rest, find free time. Do whatever you want. This is your free time to do whatever you would like to do. I just suggest you keep it away from the chest area, shoulders, and arms during that time. You can do some core, do some hips, legs, calves, Heck, you can do your roller at this point in time. Whatever works for you. But during your free time during this little recovery, to give these muscles time to relax, get back, pump them out. All right, back to it. Switch to incline. Oh, I'm sorry. Whew, my bad, y'all. Switch to flat. Go to flat. Go fists. I don't have my blanket available, so I'm gonna grab a pair of sweaties. Go fists today. We're gonna go flat. Let me move this position for you. Oh, whoo! Ha ha ha! Whoo, boy! Oh boy! Mark it down. I don't care if you did one or if you only did two like me. Whoo! Yo. I think it was Chris. Was it Chris Brown? Was it Chris Brown that said it? Or who was it? One of the rappers out there during Fridge and Gym, they said, "What's the hardest thing you ever done?" He's like 100 reps of any exercise. I'll tell you right now, you damn right. And I've seen gentlemen who can push out 200 of these nonstop. To you, gentlemen, I'm gonna fucking meet you there. This chest is not a chest of a 100 push-up man. This chest right now has the max ability of flat 25, incline 30, and decline max 11. That's what this chest looks like right now. But we're gonna build it. Our goal is to get our max to 100 eventually. 100 push-ups, non-stop. Back to it. Back to the decline ones. I wanted to switch it up, see how the chest was doing. Oh. I want to teach you guys something. You know, gentlemen, we were talking about gentlemen that have ED problems and the muscles down here being weak. Even when you're doing leg kicks like this,
and touching your butt. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Oh. All right. All right, y'all. I'm gonna try something a little different. Let's see. We're gonna do static holds. We're gonna start at the top. We're gonna come down. We're gonna hold it in the middle. We're gonna hold it at the bottom, and then we're gonna do our best at the bottom. Once we are done, we're gonna do our best to push as hard as we can, like we're coming back up, as hard as we can. For each one of these we do, we count as 4. Each hold, we'll do a 6 count. Here we go. And then when you push through, you're gonna push as hard as you can for as long as you can till your muscles can't. And when they finally fatigue out on you, relax to the ground. But get back up right away. Don't lay there. Here we go. We're gonna try something on the building technique here. Let's hold. 3, 4, 5, 6, half. Down more. 6, push through.
much as you can. Oh, 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 wow. Add it up. That's 4. I have a theory on this. We're gonna find out in 30 days. I'll explain to you after we get done here. All right, so pretty much what it is I have physically used all the major muscle groups right now in the body, and I exerted them. Now what we're doing is we're moving on to the finer tuned muscles, and that's where these holds are coming in, isometric holds, balance overall. But this is also going to help build this smaller twitch muscles as well in your chest. Get that more lean cut look from your sternum, a more gradual line. When you push through, you're pushing all this, and you're going to start seeing that divine sternum. Also is going to help shape the lower chest here, as it's going to start tearing those muscles and building them. So let's continue this as we continue to pump out. Halfway. Down. Push. Oh. 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 And if you guys want to do your own count, I'm just doing it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Push till you can't. Add yourself 4. All right. And what I want you guys to do is on your chart here is I want you guys to write isometric and how many you started doing on isometric. Now I want you to make sure you write how many you did flat, how many you did incline. That way you know, oh yeah, I started with incline, but you didn't do all 100 incline. No, you did. For me today, I did 39 incline, 2 flat, and right now we're doing isometric to finish her out. Oh. Oh. If any of you are wondering how much water I drink a day as well, that's 1.5 liters. I drink about 4 of those a day or more. The only other intakes I have is milk, and that's with my oatmeal, and maybe half a cup at night, maybe, depending on how I feel. All right, be back to it. Switch it if I need to. What if I get this on here? Whew. Alright, my friend showed me this one. I feel like I'm gonna need to bust it out for this. Plank on your shoulders or your elbows. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna get this view. What you're gonna do is you're gonna drop your butt and you're gonna add up what you got. If you're already at 100, congratulations. You're doing a fantastic job. Keep up all your hard work. The point of that exercise is still working the rhomboids just like the push-up would if your chest is dead. And your chest can't handle anymore, but you're still trying to accomplish this. Well, this is a good opportunity to switch it over. Get down on those elbows and start
doing protraction and retraction with your shoulders. And this will also help with your posture over time as well. So pretty much what we're doing is what you would do if you had a cable pull. My chest right now can't handle anymore, so we're going to switch it over, do something else that's going to help develop our chest as well. We're going to focus on the back because our back is just as important as our chest in push-ups. So get back down, let's get to it again. Make sure you keep track of where you stopped or where you accomplished. All right. Let's finish this off. And there you have it. 100. Down and over with. Down and over with. Now today, looking back at my results and sharing with you all, I did a total of decline of 39. I did a flat of 2. I did isometric of 16. That was that 4-second for 4 hold push on the last. And then I finished off with 15, 30, 42. I'm just going to call these shoulder rhomboid raises. It's a little bit of ab in there too. There's a lot of cheating with that as far as it comes into your chest. There's not a lot of chest in that, but it does help develop your back. So I want to be very clear that last exercise won't be a whole lot of chest. It's going to be a lot of back. It's going to focus on some abs as well, shoulders. So I just want to be very clear. But it is a great stabilizer as well to build on top of this as we work through. So today my results show me that I was only able to complete 39% out of the 100 of my decline, which is on day 3. I have a 39% completage. Out of that 100%, I did 2% of it was flat, 16% of it, and then this is 40, and it's, oh man, 16% and then 42% if I bust those all out of 100. Now if I was to break all these down, I would say that my shoulder rhomboid raises, I could probably easily get 100 out of 100 no problem and complete that set just based off of a 42% if I was to base that out of 100. My 4-second by 4 holds
getting in that ability based off of what I did prior, I could see myself potentially doing a halfway at this point and doubling that number on a fresh start. My flat, based off my first day max, we'll see what day 4 brings, but my goal for day 4 on starting on the flat, my max last time was 25, and remember I say we're always starting with our max just to write it down to see where the fatigue falls and rises. And my goal for this time, after 3 days, after developing the chest plus coming into fatigue, I am going to shoot for 33. I would like to add an additional 8 onto my max from last time. So this is my goal for tomorrow. Keep that in mind. But in the big number, 39% of my declines were only finished today. Everything else added in was to help stabilize or help build for future days to come. Thank you so much, Avo Roller family. Remember, get out there, stretch. Finish off your chest just like we have been the last few days. Stretch it out. Ooh, it's going to feel a lot better today. Rub it out. Make sure everything's stretched. Get that blood in. Same here. Move it out. Remember, go get you a cold shower, get a lot of water, eat a good little snack, fruit, and then get a good night's sleep. I love all of you. Thank you so much for joining me, and you have a great night. Get some good sleep. I'm a roller family out, yeah. I'm a roller.